starting. Oh my God, we're live. Boy. I can't do it, Kratos. Do it, man. Do it.
Boy.
There we go. Welcome to another episode of the BRAHcast. We hope that you are having a good time today and not watching the Winter Olympics because, well, you can watch them. It's good. We're getting our butt kicked. America's not doing very good, but have y'all been watching any?
Nope.
No.
I'm Canadian. This is the only Olympics we care about.
Norway has like 30 medals overall.
I know.
Norway, man.
That's because they got like one of the highest funded Olympic programs.
Yeah.
And it's always winter over there. So
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like everything they do is in the winter. And like
this is our house.
It's crazy.
I couldn't believe it though. I was sitting there looking at the total medals last night. Norway 29. What? But hey, man, that's good. Go Norway. I guess. I mean, if are any of y'all Norwegian, any Norwegian blood in you?
Never know. You never know.
Hey, man, you do never know. That's the problem.
Yep.
Yeah. But my wife's up there watching it right now, so I told her I would try to keep things a little short tonight, which means like an hour and a half as opposed to like 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
People make fun of me about that too, man. I was on the In Gamers We Trust. I mean, the In Games We Trust podcast.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, "Oh, sorry, man, I can't make your 2.5 hour show." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Exactly.
You can't make fun of me because we love games. Okay.
There you go.
Hey, at least you do one podcast 2.5 hours a week. You're not doing 6 podcasts at 3 hours a week like some people out there, which we won't name names.
We can start doing more if you want to. I mean, we can start taking the simplest tweets from executives and turn it into full-blown Megaton trailers and videos.
Hey, you wait. I'm doing a whole Megaton review series. And it's going to be really over the top. It's going to be hilarious.
We can put like captions and then like must see.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Exclusive.
Right.
I was actually starting to think I was going to start doing Megaton leak videos of my own tweets, but I thought that might be a little bit too self-centered.
Do it, man. It's for all the hell I'll give Crap Gamer.
Mm-hmm.
The man has made himself into like this. He's almost like a parody of himself.
Yeah,
but it works. I mean, he has.
I'll tell you right now. From the time I joined Twitter back in 2015, like he's had me blocked since 2015. But
he blocked me.
How I always compared him is he's literally the Howard Stern of the Xbox group. He says the most ridiculous crap. And people take him seriously. Like, I swear that guy has more PlayStation viewers than Xbox viewers.
Yeah, a lot of the guys I know are, watch this video. I'm like, dude, don't watch it. You're giving him what he wants.
Like, I sit there and I'll see it in my feed. People are like, oh, they'll have, like, a part of whatever video he has, like, clipped. I'm like, why you do this to yourself? Like, I tried listening to one of his videos once. I got about a minute and a half in, and I had to click out of it. I'm like, I'm an Xbox fan, but this is just dumb. I just clicked out of it and I never went back.
Yeah. And, I mean, you know, I don't want to knock his hustle. That's his hustle. He gets, that's his hustle. That's his stick. That's how he gets his money. So, I mean, for those of you guys that, you know, want quality content, obviously that's not the place to go. But I mean, if you want to get angered and triggered, then why keep going there, you know? But
I am shooketh.
Yes.
But hold on, before we get things started, I want to do the ceremonial horn. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Let me make sure it's turned up, and then J-Dub, you can introduce yourself, and then Craven, and then we shall introduce our guest. Y'all ready for this?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, hell. It's official now, okay? All the past 5 minutes was just pregame. The broadcast is live.
Wah, 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 wah. Hey, everybody. It's me again. It's your boy J-Dub, aka Kratos, the god of PlayStation. And all things gaming. I'm coming soon to a theater near you. Do you guys think they'll make a movie?
Gosh, I hope so.
Oh, if they make a God of War movie, yeah.
JW be first in line, y'all painted up.
Dude, be like freaking go see it.
If they make a God of War movie, I want Idris Elba to play Kratos. I don't even care.
Oh,
that's Kratos in my mind.
Facts. Gosh.
Craven.
Well, guys,
where you been, Craven?
Dude, I've been.
Come on, Bobby. Come on, Bobby.
Yeah. All my kids have been sick. Dude, I hadn't even been able. I've been so casual of a gamer lately. Only thing I've been playing is Fortnite. If I do play,
brother.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Just I'm glad to be back though. Missed you guys.
Well, yeah, we missed you, man. We missed you.
Silver Sky did an amazing job filling in for you.
I mean, you mean Seversky?
Seversky, yeah, Silversky. But man, he didn't have that southern charm, you know. He didn't have that. I don't know, that feel that Craven God has to him. You know? over here squatting fruity pebble boxes, you know, whatnot.
I'll be eating them Fruity Pebbles.
Right.
By the way, you said you've been playing Fortnite, right?
Oh yeah,
dude. I would put money on Little Brah over you.
You know what? I would agree. Like I said, I suck. I'm not. I ain't gonna say I suck, but I've been playing squads a lot, and I get teamed up with these children on there.
Yeah.
And
hey, what's up, man?
Tell them, you know, like it's kind of funny because I'm going to school to teach. I want to teach like 5th, 6th graders, and that's typically what I'm playing with when I'm on there. And I'm like, look, kid, you need to just delete this game from your Xbox, your PlayStation, because we're playing on both of them. Yeah. I was like, you are one of the worst squad mates I've ever encountered.
Damn, dude.
So I can't. I mean, I will tell them where I'm landing, and I'm like, look, I'm landing at Loot Lake. You guys, if you land over there, you are going to die. I will not track across this map to go pick you up while you look for your contacts. And they always die, man. And when they die, I'm like, oh, look at me. I fell down again. Like, I just done with them, man. But anyways, that's pretty much it, guys.
Well, about Little Brah, okay? He won 3 duos, a solo, and a squad this weekend.
Dude, he wrecks, man.
Beast.
How does he like the update?
Beast.
What is they updated the aim assist and stuff like that.
I haven't seen much difference.
Dude, I have, man.
You have? Okay. I know you said something about that, but for me, it's been. I thought it was the same, but.
Well, like when you get in those shoot-off battles, you're jumping around, the other guy's jumping around, you both looking stupid and just shooting. Yeah. Like your accuracy, it's really not. It's like. It's not as good as it was prior. You know, it kind of rewards you for that slow movement, timing your shots and stuff.
Maybe they want people not to jump around like idiots anymore.
You know what? Well, they must not want me to play Fortnite. They want me to play something else because that's what I like about Fortnite. I like how, you know, silly it is. So
it's not silly. It's a serious game, man. Come on.
This is serious, Craven.
Dude, Little Brah's so awesome because somebody will shoot at him. And then before you even know it, he's built like a whole pyramid around him.
Dude, kids, man.
And I'm like, how? How?
Dude, I'm over there just trying to put a wall in front of me so I don't get shot by something. I throw a stupid disco grenade down. I'm trying to hit them. It bounces back off the wall. Hits me.
I've done that too,
so
man.
He can kill me. I'm like, dude, I'm such a noob. Why do I even do this to myself? I'm like,
hey, it's just.
But dude, that
Rainbow
Six
victory.
That's where it's at.
Well, move on from Craven God, and let me introduce our special guest this evening. He is Nicholas, the Undead.
What's going on? Glad to be on the BRAHcast today.
Glad we finally got you on. I know.
Definitely.
I know your agent, Anchorman's a little protective of you.
Oh, man. Don't get me started on my agent.
Yeah. 6'11" agent who'd slam dunk me.
Shout out to Anchor.
Yeah. Whoa, Anchor man.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that Anchor man's like 7 foot tall.
He says Xbox and Xbox accessories.
I wonder how he used the Kinect back in the day, because like if you were too tall with the Kinect, it was like, I can't see you, or
oh man, I had the same struggle. I'm 6'5", and the Xbox Kinect. I actually had to build a shelf in my basement apartment to put my Kinect on, and then I had to make another shelf that was slightly lower so I could put my 360 up there so that the cord was long enough. Nice. It was a struggle, man. All that just to play damn rare Avatar games. Damn it.
Wasn't the other problem with Kinect it couldn't detect black people that well? Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that because my roommate at the time, he was a very, very black gentleman, and he was trying to play Kinect, and it was like, there's nobody there. And he was sitting there going, this damn box is racist. He's like, I'm going back to my place.
Bill Gates, all them white guys sitting around the table, they said,
oops.
All right, now we got this where it can see us and everything. That's good. And then there's like, is everyone all right? And there's that one black guy.
That one guy.
Well, they couldn't see me, and they're like, well, don't worry about it. We got this. It's fine.
It's okay. You're the first to die in the beginning of the game anyway. You know the brother's got to be the first to die in the movie in the game.
Yeah. You tell me you just spoiled Until Dawn for me, please, because I hope not. Damn it.
Pretty much.
Dude, hey, for real though, Until Dawn, you probably beat it in a couple of days, but play it, please. It's really good.
Dude,
I've got a list of PlayStation games I'm working through. Like I'm finishing Shadow of the Colossus. I got Secret of Mana that I'm doing after that.
Nice.
And then I've got Yakuza 0 to finish. And then I think I'm doing Until Dawn and Infamous because someone told me that they're shorter games. So
I think Infamous is like a 15-hour game.
Yeah,
it's not too bad.
I think Until Dawn was like
Second Son is I platinumed that. It's so good.
Yeah,
man.
It is
well,
good.
Until Dawn, I mean, really,
what 5-6 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, it all depends on your decisions, right?
Yeah, true.
So you really pay attention to it. It's not like you're doing a speed run. 5 or 6 hours would be a speed run in that game.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm getting probably
unless I'm just maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just a slow ass gamer, but
oh no, it's
in any game with stories and a narrative to it. I have to take my time, listen to it, read. I have to get engrossed into it. So
yeah. See, my problem is any of those decision-based games, like anything like Until Dawn or like Telltale game, important decision comes up, I pause the game, I sit there and go, oh god.
Yeah.
Me and my girlfriend, she loves playing that game, and I'd be like, I'd be like, you need to make a decision. I'll like hit the X button. Hit the X button. Hit the X button.
Do it, Niall.
Wait.
Did you get a new girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Drama alert.
No. It's the same old ball and chain.
Oh, okay. So you'll work things out. That's good.
Yeah,
Baby, come back.
If it works, it works. I'm not a Craven God isn't a chaser of women. They either come to him or they leave. So if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's typically how I roll. They're all in the pond, man. They're all in the pond.
Well, Nick, sorry that we got off topic, brother.
Hey,
hey, we're known for doing that.
Tell us about yourself, man. I know you from the Multiverse show, but I know you're still on there, but you kind of branched off doing your own thing. Tell everybody about that, man.
Yeah, so I've been out here doing things on the social media for a while. I was a writer for a site for about a year called Hard Knock Gamers. We got absorbed by TickGN. So now I write and do stuff for Tick, mainly a podcast contributor on the Multiverse show, which is video games, comics, anything nerdy that you'd be ashamed to tell your aunt about, basically. and I've started branching off doing my own stuff. I'm doing some reviews and doing the uphill struggle to get that on the go. I've got Gaming Perspective podcast where just going to talk about games, one game at a time. We had really good episodes so far on God of War and Sea of Thieves and talking all things about those games. Got an episode coming up this week, which is going to be Kingdom Come Deliverance talk and a little bit about Shadow of the Colossus as well. So that's exciting. And yeah, I also have a one-on-one series where I'm taking people from the community and the industry, just sitting down and talking with them one-on-one. I started with Michael Mullis from NLG Games.
Good man.
Might have to get the Brah on there, talk about the PlayStation Brah website. Now that you're going to E3, we got to talk about that at some point.
Don't remind me. Don't get all excited. Stop. Don't get me excited, okay?
And yeah, I hope to eventually. I've got like a dream list of people I'd love to get on that one-on-one show. That's never going to happen, but I can dream, man. I can dream.
Phil Spencer, Shuhei, Sean Layden, Kojima.
Well, Kojima, there'd be a major language barrier between me and Kojima. Yeah. I've already reeled with myself a Canadian.
You would have Kojima and Cerny. Cerny would be like, hold on a second.
I want Cerny to just come on and talk Knack. That's all I want.
Yeah. Well, Knack's a very exciting game. That's such a unique voice, man.
Look, I'll tell you guys this, man. I love Cerny. Yeah, his presentation is an acquired taste, but the knowledge that this guy drops. If you're a nerd, right? If you're just a tech guy, he's the guy that you want to be around to, tell you that the wizardry. Because most people just was poking fun at him or whatever, and then freaking a year later, they went back to those videos and realized everything that he was talking about came true. So, damn. Yeah.
Have you guys, speaking of Mark Cerny, have you guys ever seen Man on the Moon when Jim Carrey plays
Andy Kaufman?
Yeah.
Andy Kaufman. That is Mark Cerny. Mark Cerny talks just like Andy Kaufman. Like they.
That little.
Dude, if you close your eyes and Mark Cerny's talking and think of Andy Kaufman, like it's crazy.
Nick or Undead or Nicholas, what do you want us to call you, dude? Come on.
Undead works.
What do you prefer?
I'm used to that.
Undead, man. I know you got Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about it?
Well,
anybody else get it? Kratos, did you get it or?
I'm still on the fence about it, right? So when I do get it, I'm going to get it on the X.
Okay.
But the X version has been having so many issues according to, the websites and stuff. So I'm waiting for they fully patch that and then I'll get it.
What about you, Craven?
Yeah, I'm not going to get that at all.
Undead, sell us the pitch, man. Tell us about it.
All right. So I'm a little biased. We had Rick that works for Warhorse. He's their community manager. We had him on Multiverse last week to come talk the game with us. And I've been interested in the game for a long time. Ever since the Kickstarter started, I was kind of like, oh, it's cool because it's essentially like what you would think Skyrim would be if you took all the magic and witchcraft out of it, which is kind of cool. And it's all based on historical. It's all historical based. It's almost like you took like the basis of Assassin's Creed and put it into an RPG. It's a lot of fun. The combat system is actually really challenging. I spent 8 minutes trying to beat up a town drunk.
Damn.
He wasn't drunk enough.
Yeah. This man had hands. Like, I ain't even kidding. I'd throw a punch and he'd like catch my hand, do some like kung fu shit. I'm like, this is not okay. Wow. But what's really cool about the game is like how you start off, because you're just a blacksmith's son, and like you can't read. Your knowledge that you learn, like stuff you learn about and the people you learn about, is based off what you talk to other people. Like you know who like the king is and everything else, but you don't know who works under the king. You learn all that stuff through interacting in the game, and you learn all your skills. Like you can pick to be like better at speech at the start or have more agility, or you pick your 2 main perks, but everything else is learned. And you have to learn, like if you want to learn how to read and become more knowledgeable and be better at speech, you have to find someone that'll teach you how to read. And it's just a really weird RPG because there's not really anything like it, and it's definitely not for everyone. It's got some interesting things to it. There are bugs in it right now. The lock picking they're working on fixing. I had a really weird glitch where I knocked out someone that I was supposed to fight. Like they started the fight with me, and then the town guard was like, "We're going to arrest you," and I was like, "Okay, so I shouldn't have done that." So I reloaded my save, and I didn't beat the guy up, but the town guard still wanted to arrest me for beating up that guy, even though that hadn't transpired yet.
What? Yeah.
So I got into an endless circle of the town guard being like, "You're under arrest." I'm like, "I only have my fists. I can't fight you. You're in plate armor."
He was Tom Cruise from Minority Report. He knew what you were going to do.
Oh.
You did.
It's a prequel.
Yeah.
the game, like at the end of the day, the game is interesting. It's good. If you like RPGs, then it's a good buy. But I would seriously, if you want to have a good first experience, give it a couple of weeks, because when I was talking to Rick, they were quite open about the fact that they know the bugs. They know they're being very active in the forums, and they're patching it repeatedly. I think there's been 2 patches since launch.
2 patches, yeah.
They've had 2 or 3 patches, and as more issues are coming up, they're fixing them. And I'm not talking like when Skyrim came out and you were having like 4 to 5 months of, I can't enter this dungeon because the door won't open. Well, we'll get to it eventually. 6 months later, there's a patch for that door, but then it broke something else down the line. And they're legitimately working hard to fix the game, which is great, because when you have single player games, sometimes it feels like the developers release it and they're like, well,
there you go.
With it. There you go. Have fun. But they're really being proactive with it, and they know the issues and they're trying to fix them. So I'd say if you're not super into the game or into the idea of the game, wait a month or 2, give it a try. And yeah, it's a great game so far for me personally.
How long is the game possibly? Like an 80 hour game?
So the way it was explained to me, and this is purely off of what Rick was telling me, is the base story. If you follow the main storyline, it's a 40-hour game.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
And if you do side quests and everything else, it can extend. It's like The Witcher. If you imagine Witcher 3, if you do the main quest, it's like 40-50 hours. But if you do it, you start getting distracted by side quests. God.
Yeah.
Like I'm playing through The Witcher 3, and that's what gets me every time. It's like, I'm gonna do the main mission, and it's like, oh, look at all this crap on the map. There's too much stuff to do, and now I'm like, I'll play Fortnite. Yeah.
Yes. Sometimes when stuff is too big, it becomes a negative effect.
It's overwhelming.
Like, it is.
This game is really overwhelming because of how they designed it. And I'll explain a little bit about like how the side quests work with it. So how they made this is the whole world is interactive. So say it'd be kind of along the lines of how like real life works. If I talk shit about Craven to Jay, and then Jay tells Craven what the shit I was talking, obviously both of them are going to have a negative view of me.
Yeah.
That's how this game works, and it can affect your side quests and main quests down the road. And like an example, I beat up the town drunk, and I posted on Twitter, "Oh, it took me 8 minutes to beat up the town drunk," and someone's like, "You're gonna regret that later." I'm like, "What do you mean? What? What? No, what?" So I don't know what the outcome of that's going to be, but it's really interesting because all the NPCs interact with each other. So if you treat one NPC in a town like garbage, there's specific NPCs that'll also react negatively towards you. And also things like your appearance and everything comes into play. Like if you're a really rough character and like you've got blood, like after I got pounded to tar by the drunkard, a couple of the traders wouldn't trade with me because I looked too dirty. So I had to go find a trough to wash off in and actually patch myself up so that traders would trade with me. It's really weirdly complicated. And like I like those kind of games, but it's definitely a turnoff for people that just want a straightforward RPG, if you know what I mean.
Man, Fable had something like that. You guys remember, like if you did evil stuff, you looked all demonic, and everybody in the town was like, "Oh lordy, lordy,
oh lordy!" Here comes Craven God, run, y'all!
If you were good, they all were like, "Oh yeah," they start clapping their hands.
Yeah. In Fable, if you did all the good things, it's like you had a halo over your head. Everyone like bowed, kissed your feet. You're evil. Everyone would sit in the street and spit on you.
I always thought that was such a cool premise. I'm surprised a lot of games didn't do that anymore. So,
yeah.
Well, good, man. I saw Rick had been on like several different shows that I listened to or watched, whatever. And tons of people were saying, "Oh, it's so good, man. You gotta check it out." And you had talked about it on Twitter. I said, I want to ask him about it, see what he thinks about it.
Yeah, like I said, it's definitely good. It's definitely a harder core RPG. But the problem with Kingdom Come Deliverance is the fact that it's so hard to describe the game because there's not really anything similar on the market to it. Like you could compare it to Skyrim, but it's a lot harder of an RPG than Skyrim. You could compare it to The Witcher, but then I think your expectations would be too high because The Witcher 3 is pretty much a masterpiece in what it did.
Well, that's not fair because The Witcher 3 had 300 devs making it?
Yeah.
And then what did Kingdom Come Deliverance have? Like a team of maybe 100?
I believe Rick said it was like 96, something along those lines. It's a really, really small team. And this is their first game. So it's insanely impressive what they did with a first game.
Yeah, the graphics look great for a Kickstarter game. I mean, how many Kickstarter games you see make millions and the graphics are like, gameplay over graphics, but still, most of them are like,
I'm just actually happy to see, between this and A Hat in Time, I'm really glad to see some Kickstarter games actually starting to get some shine because there's so many Kickstarter games that either failed out or dropped off the planet or just failed to launch. And it's good to see two really, really good games come out of Kickstarters.
Well, look at a System Shock remake. The team's like, we kind of got off the path and we're going to take a break from making the game. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, dude.
Yeah.
You guys took millions of dollars. Yeah.
We're going to start a kickstand where we're just not going to actually move at all.
So it's, God, what's that game? That space game.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Star Citizen.
Star
Citizen. The most, how much money have they pumped into that?
It's like 200, 300 million?
No. It's they've made $178 million off crowdfunding.
Yes.
Crowdfunding. Wow.
Yeah. And Crytek's going to sue them into oblivion. Yeah. What wonderful.
It's like I was saying, man, like the people that made Cuphead had to mortgage their house just to get the money to make that game. Start off making it, get it out there.
Yeah. But here's the thing though.
It's not,
that game was already too ambitious, right? It's just too big. They should have scaled the scope back and just release DLC in time that can keep the stuff going. But you're holding the game back from the people. You already have close to $200 million raised. I mean, and we still don't know when this game is going to come.
Well, I'm sorry. Like you look at $200 million for essentially an indie funded game is insane. Because the budget for Destiny 1 was $500 million. So you've got half the budget of Destiny 1 and you can't even pull out a product. That's just mismanagement. That's all that is.
They're like, you get a vacation and you get a vacation.
Well, Konami made a big deal with Metal Gear Solid 5 saying Kojima spent, I think it was $56 million on Metal Gear Solid 5, which was way over what they wanted for budget. Yeah, and I'm sitting there going,
that ain't nothing.
Star Citizen.
Yeah.
but I guarantee you that game made back way more.
Definitely.
So
definitely.
It's not like the game flopped.
Oh, hell no. And then see, that's the thing. The longer you hold a game back from the public, the less people are going to be interested. As a general rule, there is exceptions to that rule.
Yeah.
But that's why I think if you're going to, the perfect window I find for a game is announce it about a year and a half before you want to launch it.
Yeah.
We'll show a trailer E3. This is coming summer next year. Oh, okay, cool.
No,
every 6 months you should drop trailers in new gameplay to keep people still interested in it. Like I look at what's the EA game that everyone's talking about on the Xbox side. What's
Anthem?
Yeah. That's kind of like the holy grail for the X or whatever. Look at that game. They showed it at E3, and it's like, okay, when do we think this game is actually going to release? Ultimately, I don't think this game is going to release until maybe the end of next year.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I don't know where anyone thought, like, I had a couple of my friends who were like, oh, I can't wait for Anthem in 2018. I'm like, man, we saw a playable. It wasn't even a playable demo. It was just a demo.
Yeah, and it was an alpha. It was alpha at the time. So
yeah, EA's got a lot of manpower behind it, but not even EA can take a game of the scale they want that game to be and take it from alpha to finished product. And if it was to come out in 2018, I would highly doubt of the quality going from alpha to there so quickly.
EA's going to make us buy loot crates to find out release dates.
Right.
Hey, what are you talking about? My quote-unquote source at EA was telling me that if you want to watch the game trailers going forward, you just need to pay $2.99 and you get a random roll to which trailer.
That's how they're going to bring back the loot crates in Battlefront. That's how you're going to be able to see their future titles.
Yeah.
Buy a loot crate to see what game comes out next.
See what crate.
We're actually going to start doing that at the Multiverse show. If you want to hear our separate opinions, we're going to start charging loot crates for opinions on each topic. $3.99.
It'll be a random one.
Who'd I get? Oh, it's Anchorman's. Oh man,
man
I would have dead.
This is a duplicate.
This is going to be another Fallout one, isn't it?
Yeah, Fallout 4 is the best game ever.
Yep.
Oh. No, talking about EA, okay? I thought EA said they weren't down for remasters because I've been begging for a Mass Effect trilogy remaster since.
You can't listen to anything these guys.
We don't believe in remasters.
Literally nobody.
And all of a sudden,
the only people that lie more than EA is Microsoft. Let's be real here, okay?
Facts.
EA will sit there. EA and Activision are the worst for remasters. Like, anyone remember what was it? What was the Activision remaster? What was it? Marvel Alliance?
Yeah,
Marvel Alliance Prototype. Prototype. They literally just ported it from the 360. It was like, here, pay $59.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. And it didn't even have you talking about Ultimate Alliance?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. I played those like crazy on 360 and PS3, and like the thing was, I want to say the versions that they had didn't even have the DLC. Like the original one, I think you could. It didn't include all
the DLC.
No, like Ultimate Alliance 2, I think you could have Juggernaut and stuff that DLC. But the thing is, you couldn't purchase that DLC anymore, and like any of the DLC. So you just had the basic game, and you have all this other stuff you could never access, and you could only. I want to say because some of the DLC I bought, but if you deleted it, you couldn't download it again or something like that.
What?
It was something stupid. Yeah.
Damn.
It was because of licensing. They just
that's dumb. I hate licensing. Oh, that stuff.
Yeah. So if you bought it back in 360, they removed it from your history, so you couldn't download it again because of all that crap. It sucked, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, that game is a horrible port. I mean, it's basically just the 360 game. That's it,
They brought Deadpool over also?
Actually, I can't talk shit about that because my wife just bought that today and is playing it right now.
No, I'm not talking about it, but
Deadpool's so good, man.
Well, it's like they were going to lose the license to those games, so it's like let's hurry.
So they hurry up and
have to release them. Hurry fast, make some money.
See, there's a certain. I want to get your guys' input on this because this was something I was thinking about when I saw that Burnout remaster. There's certain games like because I'm mainly an Xbox guy. I have a list. It's a list of games I want remakes for, and a list where I'm okay if it's just backwards compatible or something along those lines. And like. Burnout is one of those games where I'd be like, okay, backwards compatibility I'm okay with because I'm probably only going to play this for like 2 hours and be like, oh man, this was such a good game back then. But then you have games like Shadow of the Colossus where it was like, this game deserves a remake because this was literal art back when it came out. Ain't nobody calling Burnout art.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh my God, those wrecks are so amazing.
Burnout Paradise, I put so much time into that game.
Oh, me too, man. Me too.
And like, I mean, like, if this remaster, which I'm sure it's not going to do anything, but if it actually brought like new stuff to the table, like increase, I don't know. The game I think already ran at 60 frames a second. I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you're right because a lot of racing games back in the old generation ran 60 frames.
Because it was so fast, man. That game is so fast. But like,
I just
don't know the graphic fidelity. Maybe they can increase. But I mean, what more could they do for that game? You know what I'm saying?
The game was already a good looking game.
Yeah.
So I just, besides upscaling it to 4K, which at this point nobody really cares, I don't think that game will age well. You know, maybe this should have been a 1999 game.
I think being on the Switch is like the ideal place for that game to be, because I mean that would be fun to play on the go. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, that's another thing. Like that game on the wasn't that game always online? Like, didn't you have to be? I can't remember, but I know
I know there was a fair amount of online too, but I don't think it was always online. Because back in 360
you could play
PS3,
offline, right?
I was gonna say back in 360 PS3, that'd be a deathbed scenario if you were always online.
Yeah. Well, I know the radio function, like and stuff like that, was attached to being online. So I don't know. I couldn't remember if that was always online or not, because that would suck if it was like that, like on the Switch. So.
Watch out! Don't mention the Switch. The Switch beggars will be here. Switch version wins. Switch version. Switch. When's it coming to Switch? Where's the Switch version?
What, man? I was going through the top rated comment on the last Spider-Man trailer was like, "So when's this game coming to Switch?" I'm like, "What?"
Probably never, bro. Sorry.
Well, I mean, you got to think of it this way, right? The Switch is the perfect platform for these ports. I mean, it literally is. I mean, I'm not saying 100% all the games, but it makes sense for all of them.
When y'all talking about remasters, like Undead, you were talking about one, like, and we're talking about like games that will go on Switch. Something like, what's one game you would want to get that Shadow of Colossus like remake?
Man, I 100%. I want Blue Point to go do any of the Metal Gear Solid games. I challenge them.
Oh God, the first one,
Snake Eater. Need to use Snake Eater.
Yeah, like any of the Metal Gear Solid games, and like even if Konami didn't want to hand it off to someone else and just want to be lazy, just take Metal Gear Solid 3, import it into the engine that they have for Metal Gear Solid 5. Do some recoloring and everything else, and just keep all the voice acting, everything, and I'd be fine with it. Day one, buy
it. Day one.
I will be like straight up honest when I say this. If I could get a redone Halo, like I'm talking new hand-drawn characters, reinvent the characters, but still let them be original. All new graphic, like I want it to be as realistic looking as possible. Like,
but see, I wouldn't want them to do that. I want that. What you just said, I want that from Halo 6. I don't want them to spend a lot of time with. I mean, because think about it. Not only did we have the original Halos, we had the Halo Master Chief Collection. We had the Halo anniversary. We had it's time out for that. It's time for like either give us this game totally brand new, reimagine, or just stop, because we've had too many versions of these games.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I blame them a lot, but like the Halo series, like. I haven't enjoyed a story in Halo since probably 2 was okay, 3 was all right, but Halo 1 was probably like that point for me. Like Reach was really good, but Reach
was good.
But 4, I didn't give a crap about playing it, even though people said the people from Metroid were there and they said it was really good direction for the story. Did not care. I just played multiplayer. And 5 was like gosh, it was so stupid and boring. Like, I did not enjoy it at all.
I did 3 missions on Halo 5, uninstalled the game, haven't reinstalled it since.
It literally took me over a year to finish.
I did give you a background on my Halo. I've got, I think I got about 1,400 hours in Halo 3. About 1,200 in Halo Reach. About 500, 600 in Halo 4. In Halo 5, I've got a grand whopping, I think, 2.5 hours.
Dude, like, I don't know.
Have any of y'all beat Halo 5?
Yeah, I mean, I
Nobody.
did, but
yeah,
it took forever. It was
how
like
did
when
y'all?
I got
How
done,
was the
I said,
storyline?
thank God.
yeah.
Didn't you play as Chief for half the game? You played as Locke. Is that his name?
It changes back and forth. Like, it jumps back and forth.
Halo 5, yeah.
But yeah, like Halo, like, I mean, the original, like, I don't know, that one just has a special feel to it. Like, it's like playing old school Mario to me. You know, you play Super Mario Bros. On NES. It has that feel to it, like familiar, you know. But I wish EA would let BioWare do a new Jade Empire. Like I love that game, man, back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like enough games nowadays. Everybody's trying to be futuristic, or they're either trying to go, you know, I think Assassin's Creed does a really good job of touching on history and those aspects of our past. But, like, it kills me that not a lot of people are touching, like, feudal Japan and stuff like that.
What about Ghost of Tsushima?
That's, you know, and that's what makes it so intriguing, you know, because nobody's doing that, man. And I bet you right after that drops, everybody's going to be doing that, man. Everybody's going to be a samurai ninja at that point. You remember when Tenchu used to be out and you're like a silent assassin? Like, that was such an intriguing game, man. It wasn't the best looking in graphics, but man, it was just really interesting. That whole stealth based ninja, you know, it was cool, you know. But watch when that Sucker Punch releases that, we're gonna be having ninja games coming out of everywhere. Like, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you also got to take into effect that game will probably be like 2019, late 2019. Yeah, that'll be on track for another Assassin's Creed, which, you know, is leaked for Japan too. So we're probably gonna have 2 of those right off.
Oh man,
dude,
and that would be crazy if that's true.
Because if you got, I don't even have a problem if everyone starts doing feudal Japan games. I do not even have a problem with that. There's so much that can be done with that has not been touched.
Yeah, Sucker Punch will release that, and then Capcom will say, though, you know that meme of, not meme, but that gif of that guy looking in the bushes. He's a creeper and he's looking all crazy. Yeah, that's going to be Capcom looking, waiting to release Onimusha.
Yeah,
like they're going to be waiting to see how Sucker Punch does, and they'll be like, "All right, guys, let's slip some Onimusha teasers." Like, it kills me, man. Like, they have such great titles just sitting out there. Like, why have we not gotten another Onimusha yet? It's crazy.
Watch it be like a first-person samurai game.
Dude, if it is Resident Evil 7.
I'm going to say, they take Resident Evil 7 and reskin it real quick.
Oh, my gosh, dude. I don't know. I think I'd give it a shot.
What about Resident Evil 7 with samurai, like, zombies? How about that?
Yeah.
So, basically, I'm saying the Wii game that Ubisoft put out, where you're running around with a sword.
Oh, Red Steel.
Red Steel.
Yeah, basically Red Steel.
That was literally the game that verified my Wii purchase.
Really?
Dude, I almost broke my nose playing that game.
Damn.
Like, look, you have to, I'll tell the story real quick. I ain't gonna keep battling, but you had this move on that game where you got to take the nunchuck and the Wiimote, and you got to pull them away from each other, like you're doing a slash cross, like a cross slash. And when I did that, the cord tightened, the nunchuck flew out of my hand and popped me in the nose and cut me. Like, what kind of idiot has that stuff happen playing Nintendo Wii, right?
Okay, now the best one that I ever had with the Wii was we were playing Guitar Hero, and with the Guitar Hero one, you stuck the Wiimote in the guitar. Yeah, so me and my buddy were playing at my friend's house, and we're rocking out or whatever. My buddy did like this spin move, and the Wii remote released out of the guitar and stuck right into the TV.
Oh no!
And we were just like, Well, your mom's gonna be home in 10, so we're leaving now. You have a great day, and we did.
It'd be funny if he just had like nothing happened, and then when she came on, tried to turn on TV, he's like, "What did you do?"
Yeah, Mom. That's good times. Good old Wii times. I think the first game I bought for it was Zelda, Twilight Princess. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
I think I played Wii Sports way more than I played Zelda, though.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, no. Wii Bowling was freaking magic, man. That game was so damn fun.
Okay, the only game on the Wii Sports that I hated was Wii Boxing, because literally it would just dissolve into actual fist fights by the end of it.
Fight me, bro! Fight me!
Exactly.
What's that game that they had? Capcom, I think, put out. Was it Mad World? It was black and white.
Yeah. That game was amazing.
Yeah, I wish see more of that. Maybe on the Switch or something. That'd be awesome.
You never know, man. I think there's going to be a shitload of Switch announcements at E3 because it's selling so well. Yeah. And all these companies that were kind of like, I don't know, they're going to be like, oh shit, they're climbing over the fence. Like, you ever seen DayZ, whatever it's called?
Mm-hmm.
All those zombies going over the fences and the houses and the buildings. That's going to be devs trying to get their games on the Switch in 2018.
Dude, that's
look, even EA has recently came in and said that basically the games that they dropped on the console, which is obviously FIFA did better, and they're happy with it. And obviously, it's not going to sell anywhere near as close to the regular consoles because it was missing features. It wasn't on the that stupid engine they have. So, but if they're happy with it and they're going to put more games on there, then I mean, the more the merrier. So I think all the people who are sitting on the sideline for the Switch now, their attitudes have changed. They realize this is not just a quick fluke. This thing is selling and people are buying it, people are playing it and enjoying it. And so now they're trying to hurry up and scurry some games to put on there.
How many games you got for it now?
Oh, dude, I have I want to say a little bit over 100 games for it.
God, I didn't even know there was 100 games on the Switch.
Dude, every single week, there's
a
minimum of 5 games that drop every single week for the Switch. All you have to do is go to the store, the Wii store or whatever, look at the games that's coming soon. And so they drop so many a month, but they basically drop them like 5 a week. Some of them are indie, some of them are big titles.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Some of them, but anyway, there's a lot of content there.
I know the PS4 has like 15 games a week, and you're like, good lord, what are half these games I've never heard of?
Yep.
But dang, 100 games, damn, dude. I didn't even know. I'm sorry, Nintendo fans. Don't get mad at me, but. Have mercy on me.
Hey, they've already got a bigger library than the Wii U, so they're on to something.
Man, we had 2 Wii U's. We bought one from my friend, and then my wife loves Zelda Wind Waker,
and
she just had to buy the Wind Waker Special Edition Wii U. And I think she almost beat it and got stuck somewhere and never beat it. But like the Wii U it'd be fun in spurts. It'd be like, oh yeah, Mario Kart, cool. Then didn't play it for a few months. Oh yeah, Smash Brothers, cool. And then you wouldn't play it for a few months.
Man,
yeah.
I didn't like Smash Brothers on Wii U.
I never even made it to Smash Brothers. I bought that shit day one. I was like, you know what? I am all in for Nintendo on this Wii U. Bought every game that came out at launch.
Damn.
Beat every game that came out at launch, and then sat there for 6 months like,
Nicholas,
where's the next one? Yeah. And then literally I sold my Wii U. I was like, nope, I'm done with this console. It's crap. I sold it, bought a PS3 again. And then literally the next day, they're like, hey, guys, Mario Kart's coming to the Wii U. I'm like, God damn it.
Really, Nintendo?
Mm-hmm.
It's a great game, though. I can't blame you for wanting to get it again.
Yeah.
Nintendo, when they were like the Wii U, they were like, like you see this girl, and she's like, she used to look all right, and then you're like, hey, we had some good times together, and you're like, yeah, and then she leaves for 6 months. She comes back, she's looking all hot. She's like, hey, remember me?
Yeah.
That was the week, like every 6 months. It's like, oh, we had good times then, didn't we? Yeah, we did. And then they come back and it's like, hey, remember me, guys? Yeah. It's like, you bet I do. How about that Mario Kart?
Isn't that called what, Coyote Ugly? It's like, oh. Yeah. Looking good for a while, then all of a sudden you put your glasses back on. Whoa!
Whoa!
What happened to Felicia?
Where's my Wii Pad?
Yeah. You hold a Switch in your hands and you go hold a gamepad, the Wii U gamepad. Yeah. It's like a tablet versus a kid's tablet.
Yeah. It's the my take on the Switch is it is a premium device, right? It's not something that I really trust my kids with.
Yeah. My 9-year-old has one, but
well, my kids have one, but I
wouldn't let them touch mine.
I just don't trust them. Like I'm fearful that they're gonna drop it and the Joy-Con is gonna break on it and it's gonna,
You got those customized Joy-Cons too. Be sitting there crying.
Oh yeah,
bruh.
Dude, I rarely game on those things, right? So I always use my regular ones, the red and blue ones.
Yeah,
that's the main reason I haven't.
But when I go out in public and I want to stunt, I slide those puppies in there. Everybody's like, "Whoa, this dude has." Damn,
look at that Hellcat. Look at that. Look at that $200 God of War watch.
Yep.
That must be J-Dub. AKA Kratos, the god of PlayStation, all things gaming.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Let me catch my breath real quick. That was... How the hell do you say all that stuff without having to stop and take a breath, dude?
Dude, you know what? After you say it about a dozen times, it just flows naturally.
Dude, I think one week you were on Puerto Rocco show.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say that right? Puerto Rock.
Puerto Rock. Yeah, Puerto Rock.
My bad, not Rocco. My apologies, Porto.
Everybody knows you're horrible at names.
Yeah, I know. My apologies. Foxy, I know you're on his show.
Yep.
Is it All Day Digital?
Mm-hmm.
Was she on his? Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Craig's and I'm pretty much, I've been featured pretty much on everybody's freaking, podcast or been a part of it in some capacity.
What about on Undead's One-on-One?
We'll get them there.
One of these days. One of these days, I'll reach the pinnacle. I'll reach the mountaintop.
Okay. Yeah.
That's when I know I've made it.
Hey, J-Dub, Just a Bro asked, you getting the God of War Mason Collector's Edition?
Sir, I'm getting an edition that you guys haven't even seen yet.
What?
So just stay tuned. Stay tuned for the edition that I'm getting.
Some of you guys might be thinking that J-Dub's just pulling shit out of his ass right now. But this man predicted the day. Well, I don't know if he predicted it or had inside information. The day they would announce the God of War release date. I screenshot. You said some tweet. You said check on, I don't know, January 25th. I can't remember the exact day they announced it.
Oh, yeah.
And then January 25th, 10 o'clock that morning, 420. I'm like, what the hell? How did Jay know this? Because remember, I messaged you after that release. I said, how? How did you know this? Like, man, I can't tell you that.
We all know that he's got. We all know Jay's got Cerny's digits. They just, hey, bro, this is dropping now. You're gonna know. No one else is gonna. Okay, yeah. That's why I don't trust Jay on Twitter when he's like, "Oh, you'll see," and I'm like, "Will I?
Yeah.
What do you know?"
Exactly. Well, no, it's things just happen, and it's gonna happen, and you just kind of just sit there and enjoy it, man. This game here is gonna be epic.
Oh yeah,
I can't wait to play it. And I am trying not to look at too much gameplay of it. I'm trying to kind of distance myself from it because I do want it to be fresh. I don't want it to be spoiled. I want, the less I know about the game, the better.
Yeah, I didn't even watch that last trailer, that story trailer they released. I didn't even look at it. I was like, nope.
It's magic.
I was like,
Yeah, dude, it was incredible. It's funny, it's sad, it makes you have feels. You're sitting there just going, "Oh my god!"
I already tweeted Sony Santa Monica and told them I'm returning the game. If they make me cry, I'm gonna return the
game. Sitting there. Undead's live reaction to the ending of God of War.
No. I already told them if I will literally throw my PlayStation 4 out the window if they kill Kratos at the end of this game.
Oh no. Don't be talking crazy like that. Okay?
I don't think that's gonna happen, and I don't know it. I'm just saying I don't think so, because it's like you guys just rebooted this franchise, and you're gonna kill them already. It's like at least get into like the second game before that happens. Don't just I think that would probably be a letdown for me.
I don't know. It depends how they do it. Like if they kill him off in such a way and they set the sun up for subsequent games, and they do it in I don't know how they could do it in a good way, but if they deliver enough story, which they have the potential to, and they build it up right, it could be a good thing, but it would take an insane amount of storytelling to make it feel worthwhile.
Exactly. This game would have to be perfect in every single manner for people not to complain that Kratos is dead. It literally,
ain't no way they would kill Kratos.
Yeah, you can't. It's too early, right? It's like the first game of the trilogy that you're gonna have. It's like, come on.
Yeah,
they're what if Drake would have died the first game, and then they would just continued on with
right
with the rest.
I don't know. I went into Uncharted 4, and I was sitting there like, are they gonna kill him?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, but even if they would have, right? It's the fourth game. It's like, okay, people, that's acceptable. People know that, okay, well, eventually, something has to happen.
I don't know. Like, I mean, like if you watch any films and where they change the actor, like, think like the Jason Bourne movies, right?
Oh,
they changed it to that other guy, and it wasn't nearly
that didn't work.
Good. Like, or whenever they make these subtle changes to try to rejuvenate the title or whatever, like God of War doesn't need anything like that. You know what I mean? Like people play God of War because they want to go through these things with Kratos. Like,
and there's just a certain thing too with Kratos is like, for me, just because I've always been a huge God of War fan, there's just Kratos is what I associate with the PlayStation brand. There's just like, that there's those handful of characters that make you think of a specific brand. Like Nintendo's got Mario, etc. Xbox has Master Chief, the Porsche from Forza, that kind of. And PlayStation to me will always be Crash Bandicoot, Nathan Drake, and Kratos.
That's true.
That's always. And like, even if that Crash Bandicoot remaster does come to Xbox, I still sit there going, why is this PlayStation game on my Xbox right now?
What the hell?
I mean, Kratos, like, you play the first few God of War games, like, he never feels like, he's just so angry. He feels comic bookish,
Yes.
And I'm so glad they're taking him and they're making him like a real person, like real emotions, like. I don't know, like watching that trailer where him and his son, and he wants to like congratulate his son by putting his hand on him, but then he stops.
Oh man,
it's like little subtle things like that. Like
because Kratos finally has feelings, right? Before he never had any feeling.
Yeah, only anger. Anger, everything. He's angry at everything.
But even now, he has to watch his temper around his son, right? You saw a couple of times his son kind of pissed him off, and his rage meter started to climb a little bit, and he had to calm himself down and realize he has to
Kratos
teach.
and all the other God of War games, he was like one of those moms with short hair wanting to speak to the manager all the time.
Yeah,
like, that was Kratos the entire time, man.
Exactly. Well, Silver Sky, he said basically Kratos is freaking Joel now. I mean, in so many words, it kind of is, right? He kind of took the Joel role. He's a dad. He's kind of caring for the next character, and even if, let's say, not to switch subject, but let's say in The Last of Us, most of us think that Joel is dead anyway, right? We just kind of think that, but from what we saw, but we don't know that. So, but we're okay with Joel dying and Ellie moving on, and so, but this, like, God of War has to get to that point.
That's because The Last of Us did a really good job of starting the game with humanizing Joel and making you associate with the feelings. Like it's not a spoiler. The game's been out forever. Like when Joel's daughter dies, that is such an emotional connecting point. To the character, especially if you have kids. That point, that I'm sitting there like, God, why the hell am I crying half an hour into a game? God damn it!
Hey, I thought I was the only one, but it definitely pulls at your heartstrings,
right?
And you can kind of tell that, you know, at first Joel, he didn't want anything to do with Ellie. You know, he was like, I just want to get back to my guns. I just want to find the bastard who stole my guns, and then all of a sudden, you know,
in the game, baby girl, come on, baby girl.
Like,
oh, dude.
Yeah, and they become, I mean, like father and daughter, and oh man, I can't wait for that game to come out. As much as I can't wait for God of War.
Yeah.
The Last of Us 2 kind of curb stomps any game. Red Dead, Grand Theft Auto, any game. It kind of curb stomps any game you can bring up.
What about my Final Fantasy VII remake? That's a total mess right now.
Character models done. They'll have like another couple of character models.
Yeah, it's like, the directors are finally happy with the character model of Cloud. I'm like, what do you mean they're finally happy with this character model? It's been like 3 years, bro.
Yeah.
You know the worst part of that is? 2 years ago. You know what the worst part of that is? There is someone saying it's Square Enix right now redrawing Cloud for the past 2.5 years.
Yeah. But we knew that, right? We know Square Enix takes 10 years to release it. We know that.
Come on, look at Kingdom Hearts 3. They still it's coming.
We still don't know.
When? Oh, we don't know. It's coming this year.
Hey,
but it's not going to be at E3. Okay.
Yeah.
No. The release date's not going to be revealed at E3. Correct? Is that what they said?
Yeah, no, they're gonna show some gameplay.
No, some Japanese account said that the reveal date would be released at E3.
Yeah, it's gonna be revealed, and they're gonna say 2019. So I mean, nothing to see here.
That's what they did last year. It got release date last year too. When they showed it last year, they were like, release date 2018. Every year that they're supposed to release a release date for Kingdom Hearts, it's the next year.
No.
Yeah. When could they release that game this year? I mean, literally, when could they to get maximum?
Kingdom Hearts. It's been so long for most people. Like,
yeah, they forgot it, right?
Yeah, like for a lot of people, like I was talking to my friend, and like he doesn't game as much as he used to back when we were kids or whatever. But it was like, oh, is there any cool new games coming out on PS4? I'm like, man, Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna be coming out. He's like, man, wasn't the second one on like PS2? I'm like, well.
Yeah.
Who's the kid that done the voice for the main character?
Haley Joel Osment.
Have you seen that guy? Like,
dude, I watched Future Man, and he's like tall as he is round or whatever.
Dude, his face is still the face of that child. It's
his body is like dad bod material.
Dude, he has the same face from Secondhand Lions that he has, and he's like a 35-year-old man or something. Like, it's crazy. Like, if he done the character's voice, he'd probably sound like Rusty Nail from one of those scary movies about the truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
He'd have all a deep voice, probably.
Hey, Riku.
Yeah,
hey,
they should at least
Sora,
have
what's wrong?
Because his voice sounds off.
Is he doing the voice for Sora in 3? Does anybody know that? I mean, give him to come back, but like, hey, can you still do the voice? Sure. I mean, a paycheck's a paycheck, bro. I mean,
yeah. I mean, the last thing we seen you in was Tusk, man.
He's in Future Man on Hulu. Have you watched that?
Oh, snap! No.
It's very crude at first, and it's like I watched the first couple episodes. I'm like, I don't know, man. You know, I don't mind crude humor.
Mm-hmm.
But I was sitting there going, but then slowly, like the third episode, it just clicked. I'm like, okay, this is hilarious. But he's one of the main characters in that. If you want to see him again, looking pretty rough, but he's in it.
Yeah,
I'll definitely do that. Yeah, he's his baby face. threw me off, man.
He has this little baby face and a big old beard. Way bigger than mine, okay? It makes my beard look like a Van Dyke, you know, itty bitty and small.
Right. Hey, so tell you, any of you guys watch the movie?
Oh, are you talking about the highest grossing movie in the world?
Pretty
Are we
much.
talking about Jumanji?
Yes, Jumanji. What else could I be talking about?
The Rock was so ripped in that movie, brah. Dude, I have seen Black Panther, and I came down from the mountain. I mean, I went up the mountain, not knowing what to expect.
Yo.
And I came back with a bounty full of gold. Dude, man. Okay, look. When I grew up, it was X-Men. Avengers, kinda. I mean, back in the 90s, it was X-Men. It was X-Men and Spider-Man. Spider-Man for Marvel. Black Panther was around, but Marvel was kind of like, oh yeah, hey, you're cool, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
In the 2000s, they're like, oh yeah, we got this badass character. Let's start using him again. And then he's still back. You know, he's still not as big as he was, but then all of a sudden, you know, he kicks ass in Civil War, and then the movie comes out, and it just blows everybody away. I mean, I cannot believe how good it did, box office wise.
Yeah.
Is it the Marvel movie to watch? Like, it's for real, like in y'all's opinion, like, or at least top 3? Like, everybody's been saying it's like the premier Marvel movie, right? We're talking about Black Panther, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, right.
Like, so is it like, would you guys put in your top 3 or top 5 of your favorite, or even your number 1 favorite? Like, is it really like that good?
I think it's kind of unfair, right? Because it's fresh and new.
Yeah,
the rest of them are kind of stale, right? Like you look at Iron Man 1, 2, and 3. Right. It's like I've watched those so much. Then you look at Avengers. Then you look at Captain America. It's like I really enjoy those. This is just new, so it's of course it's going to be at everybody's up there. It's not going to be at the bottom, I don't think, for most people, but it's going to be up there because it's something fresh and new, and it kind of I don't necessarily say the movie will outdo all other Marvel movies, but right now it's the newest thing, and they didn't bomb, right? It didn't bomb. It wasn't, I think it was more than mediocre. So it's like, okay, now it's safe. Now the next big deal is going to be Avengers Infinity War. Yeah. Now we just hope and pray that movie don't bomb or become mediocre, because like for some reason I think we just want Marvel to stay on top. We just want them to keep cranking out hits after hits after hits after hit. And I think Black Panther is just one of those hits where it's on that upswing, and it's like, man, Marvel can't seem to do any wrong right now. But it only takes one bad movie. Knock on wood. I hope Ant-Man and the Wasp is not that movie, but it's gonna be one of those movies that kind of make you go, yeah, it was okay, and so I mean, that's
remember Disney back in the day when they used to do everything hand drawn. They used to be the same way. It's like Disney can't do any wrong. They had Lion King, Aladdin, like just popping them out. And then what do they have? I think it was like one of them. It was all right. I think it was like Hunchback, or I don't know. It was one of them. It was like it was all right. And then even Pixar, just one after the other, and then they had like something come out and it was like mediocre, but it's mediocre to what they normally do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and that's how I look at this. Like, Marvel's just so on it. Like in Black Panther, like I didn't like okay, I know this is going to sound stupid, but like I didn't like the first Captain America. I thought it was okay. The second one, Winter Soldier, I thought it was good, but like the Thor movies, I like those. I don't like I didn't like any of the Iron Mans really.
Damn, son.
Yeah, the Marvel movies, like I like Civil War is good, but the one before that, wasn't there? There was a one based before
the Winter Soldier. Right? The Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Winter Soldier. See, that one was probably about when I started actually like liking Captain America. Was that one? Because I felt like the villains, the Winter Soldier, I thought was such a cool character, and going into Civil War, like I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it for the characters that they were bringing to the table, because I feel like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like some of the characters are getting kind of. I don't want to see them fighting all the time. Like, I'm done seeing Iron Man fight all the time. Like, I like how Thor Ragnarok. I hadn't watched it yet, but I like how it's kind of inviting all these characters into it. That's one thing I love about Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just the quirky characters that they invite into it that you don't typically see. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, the Guardians characters were like D-listers, okay?
Right.
Marvel had nothing to lose when they made Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, they could have bombed and made no money, but still, like those characters, they've been established.
Yeah.
But they could kind of take those characters and do whatever they wanted to with them.
Yeah.
Right.
People would have never known, because how many people heard of Guardians before the movie came out?
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Nobody.
Well, and it's the same like that with most comic books, right? It's like you got the diehard comic fans, and then you got the guys who just like that one or two individual comic characters, but they don't care about everybody else. And then Black Panther was kind of like that character, right? It's just a long line of hundreds of other characters that is there, and it's there in the comic books, but it doesn't really, it's kind of a B-list character. But Iron Man and all the other guys, they get the big roles. They get the front and center roles.
But let me ask you
this. But the thing about the change, though, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah. I think this changes a lot of stuff.
Everything, yeah.
They're going to start to risk more, right? And bring and Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, was the first to do it. Because, like you said, they didn't know what they were going to get. They kind of pulled that out of their butts, and it became a success. I mean, I love 1, but 2 kind of, it overdid it to me. I thought it was just freaking awesome.
I mean, they made Eagle the Living Planet work.
Yeah.
When I first heard that he was his dad, I said, a planet is his dad, and the way they presented it made it work. I'm like, wow, Marvel.
Yeah.
What can't you guys do?
Yeah.
Well, let me
what were you going to say, Craven?
All right, Black Panther, like, does it have the girl from, I don't know if you guys watch Walking Dead, but does it have the girl from Walking Dead?
Michonne.
Yeah.
Okay,
Michonne,
okay.
Yes.
Like, she's badass.
She's
it has
badass.
Childish Gambino in it too, right? Danny Glover from Atlanta. Like,
no, he's not in this.
No,
he's not. He's in the other movie,
Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's in Spider-Man.
He was the Prowler.
I could have swore I seen him in this as well, man.
No, he's going to be in the other movie.
Solo?
No, not. He's going to be in Deadpool.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, it's Deadpool. It's Venom, and there's another Marvel movie that's coming out that they're in.
Dude, he would be perfect for Spider-Man if they ever did. Who is it?
Miles.
What's that?
Talking about Miles.
Miles Morales.
Yes. Yeah. Like, dude, he's one of my favorite.
Well,
like,
have you seen Spider-Man: Homecoming?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one he was in.
Yeah, he mentions
I thought he was in Black Panther as well, and I was like,
no, it wasn't Black Panther.
Everywhere, ain't he?
The character he played in Homecoming is Prowler, and in the Ultimate version of Spider-Man comics, Prowler
about his nephew,
Miles. Yeah, it was his uncle. So you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah. You listen, and I'll tell you guys this: you have to go back and watch these movies multiple times to catch on to what they're saying.
I can't believe that his name dropped that. You're like, wow.
Yeah.
Just look at the script and make it work.
I thought the movie, was great. It kept me. I mean, it kept me highly entertained. The action in it, the technology, the cinematography, the audio, everything was like, geez. Obviously no spoilers, but it's just like, man, my money was well spent. Put it like that,
dude. I didn't see the twist coming.
Yeah, true.
Like that. What was it? The first twist, I'm like, damn, and then the one twist that happens, I was like, oh my god, I couldn't believe that. I can't believe that just happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It put it like this: the crowd in the movie theater, they basically was kind of standing up, clapping at a couple of scenes in the movie. So that tells you that everybody was kind of really enjoying it. They were really. No spoilers.
I know we can't. I want people to watch it. I read no spoilers for it. I didn't even read like the synopsis. I didn't know what was going on.
I've muted Black Panther on my Twitter. I've muted it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see anything. I don't want to.
When are you going to see it on that?
This weekend, so I'm avoiding spoilers.
I'm telling you,
crazy.
Man. Dude, do it, because I went in having no clue what to expect. I mean, I know it would be like talking about Wakanda, and maybe his origin. Otherwise, I didn't know what to expect, and I loved it coming out. I'm like, wow, I can't believe how good that was.
Yeah. Now look, here's the thing, right? Fastback 247. I got you, man. I wanted to talk about that, but I can't. We can't because we don't want to spoil it, right?
Yeah.
So maybe offline or something we can talk about it. But I'm thinking exactly what he said. All of that goes in correlation, how everything came about originally. So, man, I want to just talk about this movie, but you can't because there are a lot of spoilers, and I'm sure we're going to see even more in Infinity War, right? Everything is kind of coming to a head.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I know this is a game show, but that movie was just too good not to talk about.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think there's a possibility that a movie is going to come out of this?
Oh, like a spin-off movie?
No, I mean, not a movie. I'm sorry. Not a movie, a game.
Oh, okay.
I already got this cast.
Dude.
All we need to do is we just need to get whatever Rocksteady's doing, just drop it, make a Black Panther game.
There's the only one problem. I think Warner Brothers owns Rocksteady, so.
Yeah, screw Warner Brothers.
Well, I'll tell you what, right? Okay, let's say not Rocksteady. What if after Spider-Man comes out, right? All right. After they finish Spider-Man, they start on maybe, I mean, because you got Square Enix doing the Avengers
game. Yeah.
Yeah. And then so you could have what's the deal that's doing Spider-Man right now? Insomniac. Get them started on Black Panther or something like that. There's a lot of stuff to go around to different developers. Dude. There's a lot of stuff to go around. You know, it just doesn't have to stay, you know.
They can dangle that Black Panther license above so many developers' heads. They'd be like,
yeah. But see, here's the thing, right? Sony would kind of be a shoe-in because they have not only the movie studios, but they have those relationships where they can trade. Hey, I'll let you do this movie, and you give me the rights to the game on this one. You know, they have what it takes to finagle in that. I don't think other people have as much power when it comes to the comic characters to be able to do that.
Oh, you imagine?
Dude, we're just like, hey,
on the Nintendo Switch, Black
Panther.
No, I don't want a damn iPhone game or an iPad game. I want a full-fledged AAA title with the same attention to detail and graphics as Spider-Man. You know, you gotta do it right.
Oh, yeah. But no, man, that movie. If you're a fan of the Marvel Universe, there's no reason you shouldn't see that movie. You need to go see Black Panther.
Yeah.
It's so different too, man.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I guess it's not then, but no, like you go watch the Ant-Man.
Yeah.
It's it's kind of comical. It's about, like these family issues, and Scott's trying to get his life back in order. And then you go watch Black Panther, and it's just like this totally different beast.
Yeah.
But Marvel makes it work so well.
Yes.
That's the thing about DC, okay? Like Warner Brothers, some of these more elemental and more, these crazy storylines they have, the DC, I don't trust them to make them work.
Yeah.
Some of these characters that are big beyond like the New Gods and all that, I just don't see DC making that stuff work in their films, where Marvel can take Ego the Living Planet and make him a valid bad guy. And
That's true.
Spoiler, sorry, but make him a solid character and make, all this backstory for Wakanda work and the different tribes and all that. And
yeah,
how they get their powers, that they just make all that work and make it believable.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look at DC and you're like, oh, Wonder Woman was good. Don't get me wrong. Wonder Woman is a great movie.
It is.
The rest of the DC movies are just sitting there going, oh yeah, this isn't a Marvel film.
Exactly.
That's how it's become, though.
Yeah.
You go watch other superhero movies and you go, oh, it's not Marvel Studios. And that's not fair. I mean, I love Deadpool. I laugh my ass off. But you go watch the X-Men movies, you're like, oh, that was pretty good, but it's not Marvel Studios good.
True.
I mean, I know it kind of sucks to compare other superhero films to it because Marvel Studios has it down to a science.
Yeah. You know, eventually DC is going to get there. I just think it's going to take time, right? People always...
I think they're going to give up on the whole cinematic universe thing.
I don't think they should. I mean, I listen, you know, maybe I'm just the minority, but I enjoyed Wonder Woman. I enjoy Batman versus Superman. Obviously, they're not the end all be all of movies, but I enjoyed them. You know, I don't feel like my money was robbed. I think it was a great start. But I mean, I'm going to say something about what's the last movie that came out? My mind is going blank now. What's the last movie? The last
Justice
DC
League?
movie? The Justice League, yeah. I think eventually, right, once it unfolds, that maybe the next Justice League that comes out, once it unfolds, I think by then they'll have all the characters together. They'll know what they want to do. And but I enjoy that movie. I mean, the peak of that movie to me, and put a smile on my face, and I stood up and said, hell yeah, is when they were all fighting Superman and the Flash ran around Superman.
Oh, yeah.
He saw him out the corner of his eyes. I said, he's back.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the most epic.
Yeah.
And then the next one was when they had their race. Because, you know, again, as a little kid, you always want to know who was faster, Superman or the Flash.
Who did it?
Yeah.
But hey, Craven, you still there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
You gotta get going, dude.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna be with some 5th graders tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
Talking some Fortnite.
Yeah, actually, that's what we do.
He's gonna walk into that classroom and be like, "Why y'all suck at this game?"
Yeah.
Thesis.
Yeah. This is my hypothesis on why you suck at Fortnite.
We're gonna be doing a lesson today on where to land properly.
He's sitting there. Oh, interesting.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's pretty much what we talk about. Really. You know what is all the kids talk about Fortnite, and then I'm talking about PUBG.
Oh.
Like,
that's okay.
That's at the high schools and everywhere. It's crazy.
Hey, free versus paid. It can do wonders.
Could be, man. Could be.
I
don't see everybody talking Smite. I'm just saying.
Smite, yeah.
Come on. That's my game, man. I got like 70 days in that.
Damn, dude. But it was good to have you back, dude. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, guys. I appreciate y'all having me on, man.
Always, Craven. You're part of the crew, man.
The crew.
You are one of the platinum bras. So yeah. Go take it easy, man. We'll see you next week.
Peace out, guys.
Yeah, see you, dude. Hey, we're still here. We're still here, everybody. We're still here. Craven guy had to jump early, so don't think that we're leaving.
And Jay's gone too. So.
Jay, wait, no, Jay. Everybody's leaving. Well, damn. I guess everybody's just going. Damn. Well, you gotta go too, don't you?
Yeah, I got like 5-10 minutes.
Hell, people got. I can't read all these chats at one time. Okay, I'm over here reading the chat and in the YouTube room, and then I'm over here on Twitter. People getting notifications, and then my phone's getting lit up because Craven God hit me up in the message on that. Okay, now it's just me and Undead. It's a one-on-one. Well, Jay's gone. What the hell, Justin? I've known J2B since 10th grade. What a dick. Dude, you know what brought us together? Do you know what brought us together? No. Video games, man. PS2, Armored Core 2.
You guys like live near each other and shit? Or?
Oh, just a bro in the chat room?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not in the chat room, are you? You're not. Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, just a bro 25. Yeah, I just went to his house yesterday.
Oh, right on.
Wait, what is today? Is it today Tuesday? I went to his house Sunday. I'm sorry. Sunday.
I don't even know what day of the week.
I know. I can't remember either, man. Work's been so crazy.
I hear you.
But yeah, PS2 and anime brought us together, and all these years later, we're still friends. I don't know why I put up with his ass, but you know. But man, that's what I always tell people about gaming. I felt like it. I've always felt like gaming's like this ultimate bonding, like this bonding technique. You can, hey, you play this, you play that. Well, hell yeah, how do you play it? I'll play it this way. Or then you start playing games together, and you're just like that friendship just immediately just happens. And I've always said that about gaming.
Yeah, that's literally how I got 90% of my friends started with that. Like it started with like some of the guys I play online with now. I started playing with on like the GameCube and shit.
Yeah. You're sitting there, oh, hey, man, you like Phantasy Star Online, or you like Soul Calibur, or Eternal Darkness? And, oh, yeah, me too.
Try to remember what was the game that we all played on GameCube.
Smash Brothers?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that was probably it.
One. It's like, oh, my God, you got Smash? Hell yeah, I got Smash, bro.
Who doesn't have Smash?
I remember Bouncer. You can't forget Orphan.
God.
Oh, God. How old are you?
24. God, I had to think about that.
Okay. Did you had a PS2, right? Because you had a GameCube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had PS2. There
was a game called Orphan for it. My friend Justin's mom rented it for us because you used to rent games from Blockbuster back in the day. We played that game.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Do what?
I remember when Blockbuster was closing up here.
Yeah.
Or when they were dropping out Blockbuster up here, they're like, "Oh, we're closing down, and we're gonna start selling our catalog next month." I went in and I literally rented like 20 games. I was like, "You aren't getting these back."
Yeah, bye. Sorry, suckers.
It's literally how I built up my GameCube library. I was like, "These are all Blockbuster games that are never getting returned."
It's funny. Me and my wife. One of the senior producers for Days Gone tweeted about a month ago that I think there was a Blockbuster near him that was closing down. And I think there's only like 11 of them left in America. And I was joking with her about it. And my son goes, "What's a Blockbuster?" I'm like, "Oh my God, that's right. He doesn't know what it is." But even by the time he was born, they were already dwindling down in the process of, going away forever. So it kind of blew my mind. I'm like, wow, my son doesn't even remember. It doesn't even know what Blockbuster is. Oh, God, I'm getting old.
Yeah, my kid, anything except streaming services and digital marketplace.
Yeah. Well, what's a PC, That damn commercial.
It's an Apple computer, damn it.
Yeah, what's a PC? Oh, man, come on, Apple. Really? Really, guys.
What's a ColecoVision?
Yeah.
No,
I would like to make a PC one day, but never mind.
Yeah.
That's not happening with the way GPU prices have shot up.
Oh man, I was sitting there. I was considering being that guy. They have 1070 Ti's at my local computer store, and they're on sale for like $500, and the current going rate for them is like $1,500, $2,000 on eBay. And I'm sitting there like, I'm like, can I get away with picking up 3 of these and making some bank? Because I made a little wager on when I was talking to Stinger on my one-on-one. I said that the day that they announced Moss's release date is the day I'm buying PSVR. And
next week.
Apparently.
Oops. I'm pretty excited for that game. I mean, I played the demo.
It's kind of crazy, but I'm kind of excited. So
yeah. So what are you going to do, man? Are you getting it? Are you going to have to wait, or?
I don't know. My bonus comes in March. I got to see how much that's going to.
Because how much is it in Canadian dollars?
Bundles for $576 with tax right now.
Is that just the standard bundle, or
that's one with the camera, the Move controllers, and the Doom game? So that's not too bad, really.
Okay, that's it. Still kind of sucks, but
yeah. Well, we can actually get just the standalone headset now. But
how much?
$350.
Whew. Oh, I guess it's not too bad because I think it's $299 here for the GTS Sport bundle.
Yeah, see, we had for 1 week up here where the GT Sport bundle was $299, but it was Christmas and I spent all my money on my kids, and I was
man, I understand. Yeah. It's like VR, I love you, but my daughter's way more special.
Oh man, the guy that writes for your site there, Mr. PSVR, every time he writes a review, I'm sitting there going like, damn, this is another one I got to add to my backlog now. Great.
Dude, that guy lives, eats, and breathes VR, because we message each other throughout the day, and it's always, hey man, I got a new review code, or hey, I'm playing this new game and it's just so amazing.
Man, so it's like the amount of games, like there's games I didn't even know about that I'm now interested in because of the work he does.
I know, right? I found him, I don't know, a year and a half ago. He had his own blog, and he got kind of sporadic in post. You know, it went from like being every day to like twice a week, then just to weekends. I'm like, hey man, no, I got my site. It's up and coming. I'm looking for a PSVR writer. You know, I believe in it. I'm a believer, you know.
Yeah.
And if you want to, you can write for my site. And if we get big enough, we can get review codes, you know, and they're all yours. You're like, okay, sure. And now I think he's reviewed 63 games.
Damn.
95% of review codes. I mean, this guy is, I mean, I think, I'm not trying to brag, but I know a lot of the major sites don't focus on PSVR. Because, I mean, it doesn't get as much traffic as, you know, the big Xbox One and PS4 games, which is okay.
Did you ever end up finding a guy to write for PlayStation Vita stuff for you in the end? Or?
No, I haven't found anybody. Most of those guys have their own websites, and they're like die hard about it, and they don't want to relinquish that control.
Man,
because I would let him do it. I mean, I let Mr. PSVR do whatever he wants. You know, it's.
Yeah,
I don't want to review scores. So I'm like, no review scores. Then just tell me about your experience.
Hey, I can respect that. I kind of want to get away from review scores myself because I feel like scoring it.
Yeah,
I don't know. It takes away from it. But if you explain your experience, like I couldn't give you like a number score for Kingdom Come Deliverance. I can tell you about my experiences with it, but I wouldn't be able to give you a number score.
Yeah, I understand. It's. Like you said, though, reading some of his reviews, you're like, wow, I gotta play this. Like, but I think it was League of War or something like that, and he was talking about that game and how it reminded me when he was a kid playing with GI Joes. I'm sitting there going, I played with GI Joes when I was kids, you know.
That's the amazing thing. Is like some people really have a grasp on like how to relate to people, and writing reviews is part of like being able to like. Share what you're talking about with someone and be able to relate it to them in a way they'll either understand or in a way they'll relate. And he does that very, very well because like I didn't know a lot about Moss, but he wrote a couple of really good pieces about Moss. And I was like, wow, this game is groundbreaking. I need this.
Oh, you play it and you're sitting there going, whoa. You watch gameplay and you're like, okay, it looks cool. But once you finally play it, you get it. And you're sitting there going, oh my God. I need this in my life. I know he's getting review code for that. I was like, oh my God, man, that's so awesome. I was so proud of him.
Oh yeah, when you start getting up there in the review codes, it feels amazing. Like once you start getting some of the titles you like really, really want, it's like, oh yes.
That's all him, man. I let him I let him control everything PSVR. I'll write an article because sometimes during the day I might have a little free time. And he'll be busy, and I'll write an article. Like, why did you write that? I'm like, I'm so sorry. Forgive me. And I own the site, you know.
That's my piece to cover.
Yeah, he's very territorial about his VR. Well, that's what I wanted, man. I wanted somebody that cared about it. That every time there's a new game announced, he's excited. Even if it's a game where you're a frog and you're eating bugs and you're using your head to control your tongue, you know.
It's such a good aspect to your site too, because like I generally like I don't go to like Polygon or Kotaku or anything like that for like news or reviews or anything. I usually use like I bounce between obviously like Tick, obviously
of course.
Yeah. I read your site quite frequently because you guys have a good source of news and you guys get it out pretty damn quick. Like you guys are usually
I try, man.
One. You like there's been times where I'm sitting there like I see the Kotaku article co-published and you guys are like 3 minutes after. I'm like, well damn.
I try sometimes, dude. It amazes me. there was an article about the God of War loot crate box.
Oh yeah.
And some websites didn't cover that for 5 days. I mean, big gaming websites.
Oh yeah. No,
I couldn't believe it, man. I'm like,
it's been a week. What some people will skip over.
Yeah. Then come back to.
Well, with the bigger sites too, it comes down to, will this get us enough for a daily click need, or as you know, some of the strangest things can get clicks. My highest click article on Tick is when I figured out that you can plug a keyboard into your Xbox One X and you can move around PUBG on it.
Oh my god!
I posted that article. I was like, this isn't that big of a deal. So I attached a link to my Twitter and posted the video of me using the keyboard on Twitter and accessing the graphical site. I got like 14,000 views on that video.
Dang, dude!
I was just like, what the? Why does this matter? This isn't even that big of a deal. It's just something cool.
Cheaters. I want the ultimate advantage in PUBG. Well, the highest viewed article on our site's about Pornhub.
I remember that article too.
The first year that happened, like the site, I started the site in September 2016, and then January 2017, Pornhub had their statistics. Somebody sent me something laughing. Like, oh, I know how you're using your PS4. I'm like, that's pretty funny. So I covered it, and I got clicks every day. Any day that went by, that Pornhub article got clicks. I'm like, you know what? By God, when the 2017 numbers come out in 2018, I'm going to be there. I'm going to get that news that morning. And I went to their Insight site. Their Insight page, and was like, hey, our insights for Pornhub goes live January 7th at 10 a.m. So at lunchtime, at break time, man, I went to the site, got the stats, and it just blew up, man. It got shared on Reddit. Several major gaming websites shared it and stuff. I'm like, oh my God.
Man, I remember the Reddit post.
No way.
People were like, I can't take a website that's called the PlayStation Brah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, come on, man.
But I got to head to work.
Oh, it's good, man. Thanks for coming on, dude. I got the link in the description. If you guys enjoyed Undead's take, please check him out. Subscribe, like his videos. He does quality content, has a great take. So, like I said, go to the description, links there. Thanks for coming on, dude. I really appreciate it, Nick.
Hey, thanks for having me on. And I'm going to hit you up the next couple of weeks because definitely going to get you on that one-on-one
Hell yeah, man. I got plenty of stories to tell.
Oh, awesome. All right, man.
Not 3 hours, but
Yeah. No one has to hit that. That's not a standard yet. I'll hit you later, man.
All right, dude. Take it easy, Nick. See you, Brah. Oh, Polygon sucks, Joe. That's tough. But well, guys, thank you for stopping by tonight. I truly appreciate it. You guys know I always appreciate it. Because no matter what I do, if I didn't have the support my fellow Brahs, it'd be for none, man. So all the, like I said, the retweets, the likes, the subscriptions, sharing my website, just sending me messages saying, hey man, doing a great job. It means a lot to me. And then that's honest. Sometimes I have doubts, we all do. Sometimes I'll get down and somebody will say, hey man, you're doing such a great job. Keep up the good work. And it just really helps motivate me. And see you on Twitter, bro. Yeah. Twitter, man. I'm just glad, some people say, hey, like Undead was saying, I can't take a site named theplaystationbrahs.com seriously. Well, hey, I'm not changing it. I'm the Brah. You guys are all my Brahs. And it just works, okay? It works. So thank you everyone for stopping by tonight. I truly appreciate it. I'm going to go see what my wife's up to. She's probably watching Winter Olympics. So I'm about to go be the Winter Olympics Brah. So like I always say, man, game on, Brah, and have a good one, guys. Peace out, Brah.